You know, I get asked a lot, you know, what size weight jig do I need? And I wish there was just one standard that worked. I mean, if I have one that's always tied on, it's a 1/2 ounce, and a 1/2 ounce is kind of in the middle of the range of what we make here at ARK. We make a 3/8, a 1/2, and a 5/8. So the 1/2 is in the middle. I feel like a 1/2 is a good starting point. But it's based on a lot of factors. You know, the different weights are going to have a different rate of fall. So sometime in clear water, believe it or not, a lot of people downsize, but I like a big jig, and so I'll go heavier and it'll make that jig fall faster, which will get more of a reaction bite. So, you know, you can base it on what the fish want, and you can also kind of base that decision on the type of cover you're fishing. You know, if you're throwing something into something super thick, a 3/8 ounce jig is not going to penetrate. It's not going to be very efficient. So you may want to, you know, look at that 1/2 or 5/8. You know, and also the bigger the trailer you put on there is going to change the rate of fall. So sometimes a big jig with a small trailer is the ticket. You know, typically I like a trailer though that displaces a lot of water, like a Zoom Big Salty. You can see this is a 3/8 ounce jig I'm fishing right here, and I've got a Super Chunk Junior. So this is a lot smaller profile, a lot slower rate of fall. This water's cold, we're in a small lake, and so that was one of the things. You can see it's a green pumpkin color, but that was one of the things that helped me make my decision today is watercolor. The fish seem a little bit lethargic, so I went with a little slower presentation, but I hope that helps. A jig in any size or weight is a great tool to catch a big bass. I would recommend just pick your favorite colors, get all 3 sizes, and then let the fish tell you what you want. And don't be afraid to experiment with a heavier jig. I think if overall, if I see one mistake most people make is they fish way too light of a jig, and that jig does something different than a worm. So, you know, I love that 1/2, 5/8 size. I probably fish the 5/8, especially around the spawn, more than any other size. So hopefully those tips will help you out.